Right, this is an update video on the Dole 5123. I'm trying to make some improvements with the just basically overall looks without doing any major restoration. So when I get an old model like this, I don't repaint it or anything like that, but I do try to make some differences. Now, what I'm trying to do at the moment is, oh, so I can zoom in. I'm trying to zoom in. I'm trying to clean these because they're tarnished. I mean, I've got paint missing there, so I'll have to do something with that later on. But for this video, I'm trying to. These were nice and shiny when they were new, and they're not now. So I'm going to give them a go and see what I can do with them. Now, what you can use some sort of a metal polish, but sometimes they're a bit gritty, and you've got, I mean, the paintwork on this vent is not that great, but you could have these sort of chrome sort of, I don't know, details with really nice paint next to it. So what I tend to use, and this is not a promotional for this particular product, but it is what I've been using. I've been using this Maguire's oxidization remover. Now, it's mainly used for polishing gel coat on boats. This one says heavy duty. It has got some abrasive in it, but it's not as bad as a chrome polish. So that's what I'm going to be using on these three. I'll give it a little bit of a shake. I'll put a little bit on, and now the reason I'm sort of going for this, I'll give it a bit more of a shake. The reason I'm going for this is I know it's going to affect the paint a little bit, but there's a lot more layers of paint on there than there is tarnish. So if it does take a tiny bit of paint off, it's yeah, okay, let's get some out of the tube. It's a price worth paying, because I mean these are really tarnished at the moment, and all I try to keep it off the paint, but it's not 100% possible, because you've got to get inside and the outside. So that's all I do. I'm just trying to keep it off the paint as much as possible, but at the same time trying to remove that tarnish. Well, it is like a varnish as well. And I just go over the whole thing. Just go around the whole thing for a couple of minutes. Yeah, I'm not going too much on the paint now. There's a little bit, I am going on the paint a little bit, and definitely on the paint in the middle, but I can't help that, and I might have to get a tiny little brush, just touch it in. But when you see how these come up, it was definitely worth doing it this way. I could use metal polish, but I'm a little bit worried that metal polish is more abrasive than this is, and you could end up damaging your paintwork next to it. So it's just simple really, but it's you have to be patient. I'll go over it and then I give it a polish, check it and see if I'm happy with it. But it's a simple. Most people got some sort of a car body restorer in the cupboard, and that would probably do it. So I mean, that's not finished, but you can see there's improvement from there to there, and look at the muck that's come off it. So it's having an effect. You got to get inside that edge. This is a brand new, when I started it was a brand new cloth. And just use the other end. So I think that's about as far as you need to go. I don't think you need to go any more than that. Just put a little bit more on for the next one. Now that one in the middle was particularly bad. I'm sort of holding my fingers either side of, you know, the detail. And then I'd look at any other parts on the engine. Well, I might be able to use the same product. Could you probably use it on the pipe work? I'm not really getting into polishing, as in, say for instance, like the steam pipes or something like that. That I don't mind it looking, you know, I'm not worried about it being polished. It wasn't a polished part when it was new. It was just a pipe. These were, they're probably chrome plated or zinc plated, but they're definitely plated. And these were a polished part. The bit I am struggling with is these platforms. These platforms. I've used different things on there, and nothing's made any difference whatsoever to any of them. So, well, jury's still out on what I'm going to do with them. I might just put them in a sonic bath, take them off, put them in a sonic bath. See how we get on. So you can see it is getting on the paint, but it is a paint product. It is for paint, so it's not going to damage it as such. So what we got here? So we're making progress. That's definitely better than what it was. Definitely better than what it was. But you can see it hasn't really done anything to the paint. Got a little tiny bit in that middle. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get that off. There's a little tiny, like a ball in the middle. Just get in there. Get in there. Use a nice clean cloth, you know where you're at. So them two are better already. One more to do. Like I say, I'm not over polishing. I don't want to get into a situation where I'm like the flywheels. They've been over polished, and because they've been over polished, they're back to the metal, just the casting on a lot of it now, which is a shame because with the flywheels, you can just see the bottom of that one in the photo. But with the flywheels, there's nothing I can do with them. I can't really get them re-chromed because of the paintwork. I think re-chroming involves stripping everything and then chroming. And to do that, I'd lose all my original paint, and I don't want to do that. It's nice. So I'm just let's get it going over the whole, all the way around. But yeah, just you try and use oxidation remover. I just happen to have that Maguire's one there. I mean, I think you can use T-Cut or something like that. There's probably loads of different brands, but this one I know was for moving polishing gel coat on fiberglass boats. That's what it was for. and with that you put it on a big mop and just polish it like that. It comes up lovely. But right, not finished, but you can see the picture. I know I don't want to do a 15-20 minute video of me just going around these little details, so just trying to sort of give you a bit of an idea. That's what I do anyway, to take the tarnish off. And yeah, it's just a short one. I'm gonna have to do something with this paint. This is, I don't know if I can see it on this side. I probably could use it on there and all. You probably you can use it on a lot of things when you just want to, when you take a light coat of something off. This, let me just show you if I can see. I don't know if it was this side or the other side I could see it. You can just see a little bit of paint on the edges here. So I think this, I'm not sure if this firebox has been painted before or not, because there's a little bit up there. So I think it's been touched in, but it's still got the badge here, and I think that's the original badge. So I think someone's might have just touched it in a bit. There's a little bit there, a little bit there. But yeah, so these ones I've cleaned up as well. These were done earlier. Took a little bit of paint off there, so I'm going to have to just get a little brush, just touch a little tiny bit in, and I've got to do these middle bits. But I'm trying to do small improvements without changing, you know, I'm not repainting it. I will do something with that. I don't like that. I might just paint this little panel in, this little vent, and paint that in, because I should be able to sand that, just touch that in. Anyway, but yeah, so that's a quick one. I'm still waiting for chimney and burner. So yeah, I can't do much with the flywheels. Let's take that off of there now. It's a shame, but there's not much I can do with that. You can see, look, the plating's gone. So I've gone over it with some, you know, auto sol, but because the paintwork is so nice, I can't send this off to be chrome plated. If it was a part on a motorbike, I'd send it off. It'd be 3 weeks later, I'd be back with looking like brand new. I can't really do that with this. But anyway, that's that one for now, guys. But yeah, they've come up better. So it's a small improvement. I'm not polishing these. I'm not going to polish them so they're, you know, gleaming. I'm just going to get the same thing, get the tarnish off. Yeah, so I'll leave it there, guys, and when I get the chimney and a bit more cleaning, I'll do another video. Cheers, guys.